Hello, and welcome back to the Scale Modelling Cafe. My name is Jamie, and welcome to this week's update. Now, as you can maybe tell from my voice, I'm still suffering from COVID. Hopefully, I'm getting better soon. It's not been that bad, if I'm honest, but it is lingering. Head is still completely stuffed up. I'm still coughing, etc. But hopefully I'll start feeling better soon. Supposed to be going to work tomorrow, but that's not going to happen. Really don't feel up for it. But I thought I'd just film a quick, film another weekly update. It should be very quick because clearly nothing much has been going on. Anyway, on the channel, obviously I haven't been up to doing a chat video this week. Hopefully I should be able to put one out next week. Not really sure. Someone suggested I do Shelf of Doom, but I don't have a Shelf of Doom. I tend to finish everything because I only really like an easy life, so I only like building good models, frankly, and I'm always really quite enthusiastic. If I was to fall out of love with the subject, to be honest, I'd probably just bin it, frankly. But that's just me. So yeah, I shan't be doing that, but I'll have a think. Anyway, last week was part 3, the construction of the Key 84. Obviously, that project is finished now. And what are we today? Friday today, aren't we? So Sunday is going to be part 4, which is the painting and weathering, the finishing off. So that is going to have the natural metal, concentrating on the natural metal, concentrating on spraying the markings, and then weathering a natural metal finish. So hopefully you're going to like that one. And then after that, I'm not really sure whether we're going to be able to finish off the lightning. I'm hoping so. More of that in a moment though. Right, so that's what's going on the channel. The current project, clearly I've been poorly all week. I've done a little bit here and there on the Antonov. Not a great deal, if I'm honest, because I've really not been feeling up to it. I've done a little bit though. So in here, this is my engine box. And what I've got in here is I've got the propellers. So this is the Mustang propeller, which is going to go on the Pratt & Whitney 2800. And then I've got the Barracuda, wrapped up with a little bit of wire. I've got the Barracuda Spitfire 5-bladed prop. I'm going to call that the C5 prop, and I've done the prop spinner in extra sea grey. And then the final one is the Airfix Sea Fury propeller, which I thought I'd do in black but with a white spinner cap. Excuse me. So that's all done as well. What I've also done are the guns. So I've done the mid-upper turret. That was entirely scratch built on the interior using some resin guns. And yeah, that was quite good fun to do that. And then I've done the Brassin SBD 5 twin gun for the left-hand waist gunner, and then I've done what I think is a 40mm grenade launcher type thing sticking out the right waist gun. That's from the Humvee kit, the Tamiya Humvee kit, that a lot of the greeblies are coming from this model. And that's been about it, frankly. That's all I've been up to. But hopefully, with that done, just need to do the final weathering on the propellers, just a little bit of oil work. I've done the wheels actually, sorry. I've painted up the wheels. I need to weather those, and then that's pretty much it for the greeblies, and then I can start painting. So I'm going to start off with the dangly bits first on the painting. Oh, sorry, and I've done the gun pods as well. Sorry, apologies for that. My brain's not really working at the moment. So I've done the gun pods underneath. That's all done. Which really kind of only leaves the airframe. which I'm very excited about. So look out for that. I'll be posting pictures of that on the Facebook page. That's the current project, the Antonov. Little bit of news this week, not too much. It's been fairly quiet actually for new kit news. In fact, no new kits at all. But it is Telford this weekend. The first weekend I've not managed to get to. No, I'm talking at my bottom, aren't I? Of course, I haven't gone to the last 2 or 3. 2019 was the last one I went to. And what we're looking at here, and us being on block leave, so they tell us when we can go on leave, and it would be poor form if I turned around to the missus and one of these leave periods coincided with Telford. I went to see a love, I'm off for the weekend, so I'm not going to be able to go to Telford for the foreseeable, which is a real shame. But it looks like it's going to be back to its best. Last year was obviously small, still the after effects of COVID, and a lot of people with the with their Brexit bashing hat on. I'm not going to go into that here, but seems to have kind of changed their tune and now want to go. So I think it's going to be a big success this year. My mate Andy, who's running the competition, Andy Brown, or WCB as we call it, Wing Commander Brown. He's doing the competition. He says there's over 1,000 entries for the competition when I spoke to him last weekend, and there's always a bit of a flurry right towards the end. So he's hoping for maybe even up to 1,200, which would be fantastic. So if judging by the competition entries are, it's going to be equally as big as it has been. Little bit of Telford news. Last week I mentioned Qatari going to be announcing a new kit. So as soon as I hear anything, I've got my spy, Adam. He's there looking out for new stuff to feed me. I'll stick a announcement out for whatever it is for coming from Qatari. And that funky company that I can never remember the name of. There's 4 letters in the name, KPMG or something. It's not them, but you know what I mean. The chaps who are doing the scimitar, they're going to be announcing another new kit as well. We have seen some test shots of it was either the scimitar or the, I want to say whirlwind, it's not, or is it the whirlwind? My mind is completely gone. Told you my brain was addled. Anyway, some test shots, some test prints actually, from their kit. They're announcing a new kit as well. Who knows what that's going to be. And a very good friend of mine, Javier D'Anker, he is the editor of the Weathering Aircraft magazine. He's running the ammo stand, and he's going to be doing a demonstration of the new metallic paints. They're called A-Stand, and he's going to be doing demos. So if you want to see the paint in action that I used on the Lightning, then go over to the ammo stand if you're there and have a chat with him. And with any luck, that means the embargo is lifted, and after the Key 84 next week, the week after, or in a couple of days, so next week, Sunday week, 10 days time, I can finish off the Lightning video project. But we shall see. But go and see those paints actually, they look really cool. In fact, I know they're cool because I've used them. Some other modelling news, TACM with their Apaches. Now I thought, and I mentioned this last week, that Meng might be the first ones. Oh, I'm coming over all a bit dizzy. It's all the talking. I haven't really spoken to anyone in over a week, apart from the wife on FaceTime. Right, what was I saying? Yeah, TACM. So I thought Meng might be the first of the 135th Apaches to actually be released, because they'd shown the box art. Well, so have TACM, and they've also said it's going to be a November release, which means in the next 3 weeks. Now I don't know exactly where. That might just be the Far East. So another couple of weeks for the boats to arrive around the world. So I'm imagining if we're lucky, end of November, or maybe into December, but certainly before Christmas, I think, for the Tacom Apache. No prices, but that's really, really cool. I've got an idea to do one of those with folded wings, with a bit of battle damage from the first Gulf War on the back of a tank transporter. That would be really cool diorama. Edward, no new kit news from Edward, apart from they're doing in their Brassin range, so I'm assuming 3D printed, some folding wings for the Wildcat. And I put a bit of a cheeky comment with the renderings of why on earth anybody would want to do folding wings in a naval aeroplane. For me, it's a functional thing to scram them below the deck, and it totally ruins the lines of the aeroplane. And in a lot of respects, a lot of aeroplanes, the cockpit, and I've mentioned this a few times before, is the focal point of any model, and in a lot of cases the wings cover up the cockpit. So why on earth would you want to do that? It doesn't do that in the Wildcat. They're the ones that sort of swivel and pivot down the rear fuselage and lie sort of down there. Rather than folding up, they fold sort of back, a bit like swordfish if you like. And for me, it just ruins the lines of the aeroplane. An aeroplane, for me, you want to show off the aeroplane. It's like an F4. I mean, why on earth would you want to do the wingtips moulded vertically up? It just looks stupid, in my opinion, humble as that is. Even the only thing I would consider doing was on the Zero, and that's just the wingtips that would fold up, and even that looks a bit silly. So no idea why anyone would want to do that, but I think it's really cool for those that want to do that, and the detail that they're going to pack in is going to be brilliant. What's even more stupid is when people just do one wing. Why? Anyway, if you want to go and buy that, go and buy that. I'm definitely not going to be buying them. But I think it's great that people have choice. Little bit of news from the aftermarket then. Barracuda, they've announced some more in their 72nd range of accessories. So Roy, I count Roy Sutherland as a personal friend. We've known each other for many years, and what on earth is that? It's just falling down. A little bit of gel. Excuse me, distracted myself there. Right, some FW190 solid hub wheels. So that's the late war stuff for the A8, A9, D9, and the TA152s and stuff. So they look really cool. I really love Roy's wheels. It's such a cheap, simple upgrade, and yet can really elevate the detail in the model, I think. He's also releasing some 72nd Tempest stuff for the Airfix Tempest. So I've noticed the little radiator detail, wheels, etc. for that. That's really cool. And also some Lightning undercarriage. So BEC Lightning in 72nd for the Airfix kit. Really sturdy, mountings for that, which sets the angle really nicely. Really crisp detail. It's in resin, but it's in real kind of hard resin, he says. So no fears about it snapping or anything like that. So that looks really cool. So go and check out Barracuda's website, Barracuda Studios. And the last little bit of news is for many years now, Hypersonic Models, they do some really nice accessories, resin accessories for F4 Phantoms, and really cool canopy detail sets, tailplanes, all sorts of bits and bobs for the F4 and seats. He's been designing a 48 scale SR71 for many, many years. Now you could think, well, what's the point in continuing that? Because Revell have released one. But he's partnered up with gas patch models. Excuse me. Partnered up with gas patch, and from what I've seen so far, is it looks absolutely astonishing, the detail, and it's going to be way easier to build than the Revell kit and way more refined, and it looks absolutely stunning. No idea on release dates or anything like that, but I'm sure we're getting close. So check out that as well. And right, that's the end of my notes in my little green book, my little Saudi book. Earth Cafe, best cafe in Saudi Arabia. Right, that's it from me. I'm going to go and have a lie down now. That's really whacked me out, frankly. So sorry for the ums and the ers and the coughing and all it, but I'm not 100% by any stretch, but I'm hopefully getting better soon, inshallah, as they say out here. For those going to Telford, have a fantastic time. If you get any hint of any announcements or anything, please drop me a message and I'll aim to put it out on the channel as soon as I can. I might do like a during Telford and a post Telford roundup if I'm feeling up to it. Hopefully I will. So have a great time if you're going. Otherwise, check out the or even if you are going, when you get home, check out part 4 of the painting and weathering of the Key 84. And yes, keep your ear to the ground and stay tuned for what's coming up on the channel. That's kind of it. So I'm going to go and have a lemsit now, I think, and a bit of a lie down. So thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye bye.